Genesis chapter 5. This is the record of the descendants of Abraham. When God created human beings, he made them in the likeness of God. He crafted them man and female. When they were created, he blessed them and named them humankind. Adam was 130 years old when he begot a son in his likeness, after his image, and he named him Seth. Adam lived 800 years after he begot Seth, and he had another son and daughter. The whole lifetime of Adam was 930 years. Then he died. When Seth was 105 years old, he begot Enosh. Seth lived 807 years after he begot Enoch, and he had another son and daughter. The whole lifetime of Seth was 912 years. Then he died. When Enoch was 90 years old, he begot Kenan. Enoch lived 815 years after he begot Kenan, and he had another son and daughter. The whole lifetime of Enosh was 905 years. Then he died. When Kenan was 70 years old, he begot Mahalahi. Kenan lived 850 years after he begot Mahilali, and he had another son and daughter. The whole lifetime of Kenan was 910 years. Then he died. When Mihalali was 65 years old, he begot Jund. Mahalali lived 830 years after he begot Jod, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Mahalali was 895 years. Then he died. When Jahad was 162 years old, he begot Enosh. Jod lived 800 years after he begot Enoch, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Jod was 962 years. Then he died. When Enoch was 65 years old, he begot Methuselah. Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah for 300 years, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Enoch was 365 years. Enoch walked with God, and he was no longer here, for God took him. When Methuselah was 108 years old, he begot Lamech. Methuselah was 187 years old, he begot Lamech. Methuselah lived 782 years after he begot Meth, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Methuselah was 960 years, 69 years. Then he died. When Lamech was 182 years old, he begot a son and named him Noah, saying, "This one shall bring us relief from our work and the till of our hands, out of the very ground that the Lord had put under a curse." Lamech lived 595 years after he begot Noah, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Lamech was 777 years. Then he died. When Noah was 500 years old, he begot Shema, Ham, and Japheth. End of chapter 5.